Have you ever considered what the most valuable asset in your investment portfolio truly is? It's not stocks, bonds, or real estate. It's the most critical asset, the one that underpins all future returns, is you. Today, we're going to analyze a powerful investment strategy, not for the financial markets, but for your personal and professional capital. We're exploring a profound lesson from the legendary business philosopher Jim Rohn, the transformative power of dedicating just 1 hour each day to your own growth. This isn't about grand, disruptive changes like quitting your job or waiting for a lucky break. Instead, it's about a disciplined daily investment in yourself that compounds over time, yielding returns that will fundamentally reshape your life. The core principle is remarkably simple, yet its economic implications are profound. Think of this 1 hour not as a sacrifice, but as a strategic allocation of your most finite resource, time. So many of us allow the relentless demands of daily life, the meetings, the emails, the urgent, but unimportant tasks to act as a form of time inflation, eroding the value of our 24 hours until we have nothing left for ourselves. Jim Rohn's strategy is a hedge against this inflation. It's a daily commitment to building a robust internal foundation, a portfolio of skills, knowledge, and discipline that, unlike market assets, can never be taken away from you. This consistent daily investment, while not flashy, is what creates real sustainable progress. It's the slow, steady compounding of personal capital that builds an unshakable sense of worth and capability, insulating you from external market volatility and career fluctuations. This hour is your daily deposit into the bank of your future self, a non-negotiable appointment that signals you are prioritizing long-term value creation over short-term reactivity. To begin this investment journey, Rohn suggests focusing on foundational pillars that offer the highest returns. The first three are professional skills, communication skills, and personal discipline. Investing 1 hour a day in honing the specific skills required for your industry doesn't just make you better at your job. It increases your market value. In economic terms, you are enhancing your human capital, making you a more scarce and valuable asset in the labor market. Simultaneously, dedicating time to communication, be it public speaking, writing, or negotiation, is a force multiplier. The ability to articulate your ideas clearly and persuasively is the conduit through which all other skills are monetized. It's the difference between having a brilliant idea and being able to secure the funding and support to execute it. The third pillar, personal discipline, is the operating system for all other investments. It is the ability to do what you need to do when you need to do it, whether you feel like it or not. This disciplined approach is what ensures your daily hour is consistently invested, generating the compounding effect we seek. Each of these pillars, fortified daily, builds not just competence, but a deep-seated confidence that becomes your new baseline. The fourth pillar is perhaps the most direct link to traditional wealth: financial knowledge. For many, money is a source of anxiety and confusion, a force that seems to control them rather than the other way around. Dedicating 1 hour a day to understanding the language of finance budgeting, investing, asset allocation, and economic cycles is the single most effective way to transition from a passive participant in the economy to an active strategic director of your own financial destiny. This isn't about becoming a Wall Street trader overnight. It's about demystifying the concepts that govern wealth. Reading a book on personal finance, listening to an economics podcast, or analyzing your own spending patterns are all high-yield activities for this hour. The return on this investment is not just a larger net worth. It's the invaluable asset of financial sovereignty. True freedom and confidence are born from understanding and controlling your money rather than being controlled by it. This knowledge empowers you to make informed decisions, transforming you from a consumer into an investor in every aspect of your life. However, all the skills and financial acumen in the world are worthless without the capacity to apply them. This brings us to the fifth, and arguably most critical pillar: health and energy. Your physical and mental well-being are the fundamental infrastructure upon which all other ambitions are built. If your energy is depleted, your focus is scattered, and your health is failing, your ability to execute on any long-term strategy will inevitably collapse. The daily hour invested here is non-negotiable. This could be an hour of exercise to build physical resilience, an hour of meditation to cultivate mental clarity, or an hour of reading to rest and recharge your mind. Think of your energy as your primary currency. Every other activity requires an expenditure of this currency. By investing an hour each day to replenish and expand your energy reserves, you ensure that you have the capital required to fund your other goals. Neglecting this pillar is like trying to build a skyscraper on a foundation of sand. It is not a question of if it will collapse, but when. A daily investment in your health is the premium you pay to ensure the long-term viability of your entire life portfolio. Underpinning all these pillars is the sixth and final one: the power of habit. Your life, when viewed from a long-term perspective, is not the result of a few major decisions, but the cumulative effect of thousands of small daily behaviors. An hour a day dedicated to consciously building positive habits and dismantling negative ones is a form of behavioral engineering. Whether it's the habit of waking up early, the habit of reading, or the habit of planning your day, these small, automated routines are what determine your trajectory. Charles Duhigg, in The Power of Habit, explains that our brains are wired to conserve energy by turning repeated actions into automatic loops. By strategically investing 1 hour to design these loops, you put your success on autopilot. You are no longer relying on finite willpower to make good choices. Your environment and routines are structured to make those choices the default. This is the ultimate form of leverage investing, a small amount of focused effort to create a system that works for you, day in and day out, shaping the long-term outcomes of your life with minimal ongoing effort. It's crucial to distinguish between merely being busy and being productive. The value of this dedicated hour is not in its duration, but in its quality. This is the essence of working smart versus simply working long, unproductive hours. An hour of deep, focused work, free from the constant distractions of notifications, emails, and social media, is exponentially more valuable than 3 hours of fragmented, low-quality effort. This hour must be protected and prioritized. It should be a period of intense, purposeful engagement with your chosen pillar of growth. Jim Rohn also emphasized the immense value of using part of this time for deep reflection and contemplation. An hour spent in quiet thought, reviewing your goals, clarifying your purpose, and analyzing your progress is one of the highest return investments you can make. In a world that prizes constant action, the strategic pause is a superpower. It allows you to ensure your efforts are aligned with your ultimate objectives, preventing you from efficiently climbing a ladder that is leaning against the wrong wall. This daily practice of reflection is what allows you to make informed, strategic decisions, steering your life with intention rather than drifting on the currents of circumstance. Ultimately, the miracle of this 1-hour strategy does not lie in a single transformative session. The magic is in the relentless, unyielding power of accumulation. It's the 365 hours invested over a year, the 3,650 hours over a decade. This accumulated time does more than just build skills. It fundamentally forges a new identity. You are no longer someone who wants to be a better writer. You are a writer because you write every day. You are no longer someone who wishes they understood finance. You are an investor because you study it every day. This consistency builds an unshakable self-confidence rooted in tangible proof of your commitment and capability. The motivation to carve out this focused time each day is a direct reflection of Jim Rohn's broader philosophy. Success is not about having more time than others, but about how we strategically allocate the 24 hours we are all given. It's about a conscious decision to prioritize your own development, to plan your growth, and to manage your time with the same diligence you would apply to your most valuable financial assets. By investing just 1 hour a day in yourself, you are leveraging the most powerful force in the universe, the compounding of disciplined, consistent effort over time. This principle is not just a self-help platitude. It is a fundamental law of value creation. In finance, we understand that small, regular contributions to an investment account grow into a substantial fortune over decades. The exact same principle applies to your personal capital. The daily hour is your regular contribution. The knowledge, skills, and discipline you cultivate are the assets, and the life you build is the compounded return on that investment. The question, therefore, is not whether you have the time. The question is whether you are willing to make the investment. Start today. Block out 1 hour on your calendar, protect it fiercely, and begin the process of building the single greatest asset you will ever own. You. The returns, I assure you, will be beyond anything you can currently imagine.